Hi, my dear students. Welcome to Study of Science. Life begins with a single cell, but later, this single cell it divides repeatedly to form mass of many cells, and finally, it turns into an embryo. Students, today I'm going to explain you the beautiful journey of the development of embryo. Then, how does this embryo is formed? We all know that the formation of an embryo happens as a result of fertilization. Then, what is fertilization? How can we define fertilization? Fertilization is a process. It is a process of the fusion of male and female gametes. We know what are gametes, correct? Gametes are often referred as sex cells. So, as a fusion of male as well as a female gamete, the zygote is formed. The fertilization takes place. As a result of fertilization, the zygote is formed. And this zygote later it get matured. So the matured zygote is called as embryo. It is called as embryo. Students, it is very interesting to know how a single cell develops into a baby. This journey begins with the formation of zygote. Once the formation of zygote is completed, it undergoes repeated cell division. The zygote, it undergoes repeated cell division and it forms a ball of cells. And these cells, they group together. The cells which has been formed as balls, these cells, they group together and they form the tissues. And these tissues again they combine to form the organs of the body, and this developing structure is called as an embryo. Once the embryo is developed, this embryo it get embedded, it means it get fixed or implanted to the wall of the uterus for the further development. The embryo has to further develop. For the further development, it get implanted in the uterus of the human female body. Meanwhile, the embryo which is embedded in the uterus, it continues to develop the various parts such as hands, legs, eyes, ears and so on. There comes a stage where embryo develop all its body parts, and this stage is called as fetus. Fetus is a stage of the embryo in which all the body parts can be identified. I repeat, fetus is a stage. It is a stage of the embryo in which all the body parts can be identified. Actually, this is called as the matured embryo. Fetus is called as the matured embryo. When the development of fetus is complete, then the mother gives birth to the baby. When the complete formation of embryo takes place inside the womb of the mother, then the mother gives birth to the baby. Is it not a beautiful journey? We have seen the life began with a single cell, but later that single cell it divides repeatedly to form mass of many cells, and finally it turns into an embryo, that is the baby. This is how the development of embryo takes place inside the human being. Now let us understand how does the development of embryo takes place in the hens. Do hens give birth to the babies like human? No, right? In the hens, after the fertilization, the zygote will divide repeatedly and it travels down the oviduct. What is the oviduct called as? It is called as the fallopian tube. Where is this fallopian tube? It is present in the females. We know this, right? In the hens, once the fertilization takes place, what happens? The zygote will divide repeatedly and then it travels down the oviduct. As it travels down, many protective layers are formed around the zygote. As the zygote is traveling down the oviduct, what is formed? Many protective layers are formed. Students, We have seen a hard shell which is surrounded by the hen's egg. It is also one of such protective layer. After the hard shell is completely formed around the developing embryo of the hen lays the egg. Once the formation of protective layer is completed, then the hen lays the egg. And this embryo, which is present inside the egg, it needs at least 3 weeks to develop into a chick. How does it happen then? We all have seen that the hen is sitting on the eggs to provide the warmth. The development of embryo takes place during this period when the hen is sitting on the eggs, when hen is providing the warmth. During this period, the development of embryo takes place. Once the chick is completely developed, what happens? It breaks up the egg and then it comes out of the shell. It happens in all the animals which undergoes external fertilization. Usually, in the animals which undergo external fertilization, the development of embryo later takes place outside the female body. The embryos, they continue to grow within their egg coverings. Once the embryo is developed, the egg hatch. That is what we have seen in the case of hen also. Clear? If you feel this video is interesting, please share with your friends. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell notification. That's all for this session. I'm signing off. Thank you.